Adin Ross has been having a rough few months that have led to his career spiraling uncontrollably. Though when you remember that this is the guy who laughed at his audience while he admitted to scamming them, among countless other things, it's hard to feel bad.
Chat, by the way, that MILF token shit I did a while back, I already told you guys, don't buy that shit. I got paid a bag to do that shit. Like, I don't give a fuck. I hope none of you guys actually bought it.
So allow me to explain to you who Adin Ross is, what's been going on with him over the last few months, and why I think his downfall has been a long time coming. Despite Adin being one of the largest streamers in the world, I hadn't heard of him until last August when researching a video. And then I swear I couldn't stop hearing about him, because it felt like for every controversy I would look into, Adin was somehow a part of it. So let's talk about the kind of person Adin is. For starters, Adin Ross promoted a crypto scam, which you just saw him admit, and his fans have tried to defend him by saying that he made a mistake and showed genuine remorse, because there's nothing more remorseful than bragging about making money directly at the expense of your audience.
Like, I don't give a fuck.
So for starters, Adin Ross is not someone you would mistake for having integrity. He will do whatever it takes to serve his wallet, as you're about to consistently see. And aside from that, Adin's kind of, well, let's just say he's only ever going to be the smartest person in the room when he is the only person in the room, and even then that's a 50-50 chance. Which, if it sounds like I'm being mean, you should know that that is me putting it lightly. Here's a clip that proves that.
What does a fascist mean?
A far-right authorization on ultra-analytic, oh my God, ultra-analyst, political ideology movement characterized by dictator leadership, centralized autocracy, militarism, forcible suppression of opposition. So I don't know what that means, bro. Benito Mussolini and Giviante Gentile. Never heard of my life. What is an example of a fascist? Yo!
I am not providing a word of commentary on that clip, because if a picture's worth 1,000 words, then a clip of Adin Ross talking is worth a 1,000,000-page essay on how anti-smart he is. Though that doesn't stop Adin Ross from commenting on things when he has no idea what he's talking about, such as when he criticized the President of the United States for not pardoning a British citizen arrested in Romania.
How do you think that works? Do you think that Donald Trump has the capacity to pardon someone in Romanian prison, like a British person in Romanian prison?
Yes, because how did they get Britney?
Well, Brittany Griner is an American citizen, so that wasn't a pardon, that was a prisoner swap.
Oh, it's different?
Yeah.
And beyond that, Adin is incredibly out of touch, as he was lucky enough to make his fortune at a very young age in a relatively easy field.
Okay, so the average salary is what, like $100,000? What? What's the average salary of a human being?
Bro, 30, 40K, bro.
What?
But being dumb and out of touch doesn't automatically make Adin Ross a bad person. Adin Ross is a bad person because of his character and complete lack of integrity. The scamming clip already demonstrated that, but let me give you just a couple more examples. For starters, Adin did an online speed dating show including I Show Speed. Now, without even going into how, given Speed's history, that's a bad idea, Speed ended up saying this.
Say if we the last two people on Earth and we had to reproduce to make the world continue. No! Reproduce with me?
No, because that means our kids will have to intertwine.
Who gonna stop me?
I will.
If we the last two people on Earth, who gonna stop me? You're not stopping me!
And later in the stream, Speed rejoins the call and, well, watch what happens.
Ass, you fucking... Listen here, you ugly fucking... I beat my face to you every fucking day. Fuck you, so many kids wasted on you. I wasted all my fucking energy and kids on your ass.
Now, if you notice, Adin goes to kick Speed before realizing he's getting great content, so he decides against it. Great character. Also, Adin was a huge contributing factor to Andrew Tate's rise. In fact, check out what Adin allowed Tate to say on his stream without ever challenging him.
What do you think about OnlyFans?
I wouldn't even mind my girl doing OnlyFans as long as I kept all the money.
100%, you're keeping all profits.
She's my property, so she's selling my property. Like, if we're gonna rent out my house, then I get the money, right? You're my chick, you're my property. Why would I give half my money to her? Mine.
Yeah.
Why would I give her half of my money?
Yeah, no, I understand.
And Adin has frequently featured Andrew Tate in his content even after that and openly worships him. In fact, Andrew Tate is actually how Adin's recent troubles started. Look, I'm tired of hearing about this dude as much as you are, so I'll summarize him in one sentence. Andrew Tate became famous for his alpha male motivational speaking that all came down to manipulating women until they submit to you and literally serve you. Now, recently, Andrew Tate was arrested in connection to human trafficking and has been detained for the last few months. Why do I bring this up? Well, like I said, Adin was one of the driving forces behind Andrew Tate's rise. Secondly, Adin's numerous streams with Tate all managed to demonstrate what Adin Ross does best, which is letting someone on his stream spout off the most hateful and ignorant string of words you've ever heard, while doing nothing more than sitting in the corner making this face without ever refuting or challenging their point, and this resulted in a budding bromance between Adin and Tate. Now there's a lot to say about Adin's response to Tate's arrest, but my favorite is this speech about how he was going to get in shape because it would mean so much to Andrew in his difficult time.
I can't let him down, bro. I cannot let him down. If I do not go into the gym, and if I do not work on my body and work on my physical journey, I must die. When he comes out, he's gonna see this shit like, oh my God, like Adin, like he's doing it.
Which even further demonstrates that Adin is completely out of touch and thinks that he's a lot smarter and more important to the world than he really is. And beyond all that, Adin Ross has spent the winter angering pretty much every live streaming platform, which is a super great move to make when you're a live streamer, that's for sure. For starters, Adin was permanently banned from Twitch, and at first, he lied and said it happened for no reason, but eventually admitted that there was a reason, he just didn't like it. When asked why, Adin conveniently claimed that he can't tell anyone for legal reasons. Now, I've never heard of someone not being able to say why a website banned them. I mean, to me, that just sounds like Adin Ross is embarrassed by the reason, or at least would be if he possessed even an ounce of shame. Though Adin went on to say this about his ban.
If I had blue hair and did my makeup and fingernails, would you have permanently banned me, bro?
Yeah, Adin has a lot of weird takes on gender.
You know what I'm
Train,
saying? Keep your eye on
I
every
have a
corner.
question. Can guys get raped?
Yes.
Guys can get raped.
Yes.
No, okay.
So-
I feel like never mind. I'll talk about it later.
If they don't want to do
I just
it,
don't want to come off as stupid and say something that you guys look at me differently. Like, yeah.
But I gotta say, there is truly nothing more masculine than being obsessed with everyone's genitalia the way Adin apparently is. So, sick of Twitch, Adin moved to Kick, Twitch's newest rival. See, Kick is a platform that aims to give creators pretty much all of the money that the website makes, unlike Twitch. Only, it's because Kick is owned by a gambling website that was banned from Twitch, which cost them an unfathomable amount of money, so Kick's entire business model is to have very lax rules on what can be streamed, because the parent company wants to be able to use live streams as a way of getting new people addicted to gambling so they make more money in the long run. Mind you, none of this was disclosed during Trainwreck's initial promotion of the website and was hidden for as long as possible. So yeah, actually, this fits Adin's shady brand pretty well. The move actually makes a lot of sense, though in his little time on Kick, Adin may have already opened himself up to a lawsuit in the millions. See, on Super Bowl Sunday, Adin streamed the game on Kick, and that's a pretty common tactic for producing lazy streaming content. If you can't be entertaining, just show a video that is and react to it so you don't have to be original. And while the legality of this for pre-recorded content is pretty murky, it is not that way with broadcast events. So unless a stream was licensed, which does not seem to be the case, that's a huge breach. And Adin responded to this by saying Kick allows you to stream literally whatever you want, so he was in the clear.
I'm gonna be doing Omegle, watching live sports, watching movies, doing unlimited. We can literally watch porn together. I can jerk off with it. We can do whatever the want. There's no terms of service over there.
Which obviously is not how any of that works. Even if Kick is fine with their streamers doing something, that means nothing if they do something illegal. Like if I tell you I'm okay with you poisoning someone in my home, you would still get arrested for doing that, because that's how laws work. But don't worry guys, Adin says it's all good because a TikToker told him he could do it.
I spoke to Jackson Mahomes. Okay, gave me permission.
Nice. That's the TikTok guy, right?
And Trainwreck's, basically the public face of Kick, had this to say on it.
the watching of anything will not be tolerated. DMCA laws do exist and they will be enforced. If it's ever happened, then it clearly was because there was a special circumstance in that scenario.
So you can't explain what that special circumstance was?
No.
Yeah, personally, the fact that they have a special circumstance that they can't explain just sounds like they don't want to risk losing Adin, but can't have other people copying him, as it would cause a huge problem for Kick. I mean, I could be wrong, but nothing about that clip was reassuring. And on top of that, Adin received some backlash for saying that Twitch should ban hot tub streamers from its site, saying that the content was promoting poison, among other things. Now, you can have an opinion on that. Sure, I'm not going to say he can't, but I am going to point out a hypocrite, which Adin Ross is, because within a month of saying that, Adin ended up up streaming some very adult content on Kick. So I don't know, it's weird that women profiting off of their own bodies is poison, but Adin Ross profiting off of women's bodies is fine. And I'm still not done with that story, because Jake Lucky actually covered that situation. And in case you don't know, Jake Lucky is primarily known for covering streaming news on Twitter, so him covering this is a non-story, right? Yeah, it was until Adin threatened Jake in response, DMing him, "Keep yourself safe." And if you read the first letter of each word, it's a not so friendly acronym. Yeah, imagine being this guy and feeling that you're in a position to threaten people.
You and your mother. Your mother's a whore. Your mother's a...
And there's still more. So I'm going to quickly highlight some of the other things that Adin Ross has been up to since November 1st. Adin decided to do an interview with Kanye West shortly after that rant happened, saying to Kanye that the interview would get hundreds of thousands of live viewers. Adin eventually backed down after massive pressure, though he swore it was because he didn't want to promote hate on his platform, because Adin's always been really mindful about that in the past. Speaking of his platform spreading hate, here's a fun fact. Since moving to Kick, Adin's chat has become such a cesspool of hate speech that even Trainwreck said it was a problem that had to be reined in.
Chat, be nice, bro.
That.
Chat, stop spelling he's gay, bro. Chill out, bro.
When Trainwreck's entire job is to make Kick seem like the Wild West for content creators, it says a lot when even he has to admit that Adin's audience is too toxic. Adin said the average salary in America was $100K, and inspired by his close buddy, Adin Ross decided to shave his head.
But I'm not the best version of myself, so I don't deserve to have privileges.
That's insane, bro. What are you talking
Well, not
about?
all having hair is a very big privilege, and it gives people an ego feeling, and it makes people more confident in themselves.
You know what, Adin? Let's make a deal. I will give you my hair in exchange for the privilege of your wallet and mansion. Oh, what's that? You're keeping those? How disciplined. He was exposed for commissioning someone to build his PC only to ghost them rather than pay. Though he did make amends after he was exposed, weird that's always what it takes. Also, literally while I was writing this video, Adin had a stream where he dared fans to do stuff for money, where he offered a viewer, well, I'll just show you.
No, listen, he said something? Bro, if you slit his throat, I think I'll give you 20K. Bro, I'm kidding.
Oh, okay, he was kidding. It's not like he had that viewer throw pee on his brother instead.
Oh my. He's like so angry. Bro, I'm not selling, bro. I just pitched a f***ing cup for you. Like, what? Fuck you.
And had someone throw stuff at their sibling before smashing their wall with a baseball bat. Once again, nearly everything that I've said has happened just within the last 4 months. Adin Ross is nothing more than the male Trisha Paytas. He is a talentless leech who makes up for his lack of ability to entertain by clinging on to anyone who can. And as soon as you get him alone, you can see just how right I am. He is an insanely out-of-touch moron who thinks he is a genius contributing something to the world. And I'm not gonna lie, watching Adin spiral has been a little satisfying because he is proving me more and more right every day. My prediction is that Kick is not gonna be able to rein in Adin, at which point he will be banned from every platform one by one, and the world will be a better place for it, as that vacuum he leaves can be replaced by, honestly, anyone but him. I will take pretty much anyone. I'd also take pretty much anyone liking this video to help it reach more people. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm actually off to go tutor Adin. See, we're up to first grade reading, though it's been a bit of a struggle. See, last week Adin showed up with blue hair and makeup and thought that somehow that would get him promoted to second grade. I don't know, wish me luck. Bye!